Join me right now on Kumite TV is UFC welterweight prospect Rostem Akman. What's going on, man?
Nothing. I've been in US. I come home yesterday and just chilling and relaxing right now, and I'm gonna be ahead for training in 1 hour.
All right, well, let's talk about the US. You spent the first half of your training camp. I think was it at mostly at Hard Knocks 365?
Yeah, I was. I think in US like 6 weeks. So mostly of my training camp over there. I was 1 week at UFC Performance Center doing a lot of tests and see where I am, and like 4 weeks at Hard Knocks, something like that. But it was nice. It was nice.
While you were in Las Vegas, did you find out anything that you were surprised by from the test?
No, yeah, no, it was really good. It was like seeing where I'm at a physical level. Where my standard is now. It was not. It was okay. But it was the beginning of the camp. I was not in the best shape as well. But it was really good knowledge. I really appreciate it. You can see like your metabolism and everything. It was really awesome. It was cool. It was high tech stuff, and it was new for me. And I will absolutely go back there and do further testing in the future.
Did they like adjust anything for you for this camp so you would feel better as you go and ramp up your training and things like that?
Yeah, one thing they gave me was like a little bit of how I should eat, and another thing was like I don't know if you heard Henry Cejudo. He used a thing to see if he was ready to train hard this day or not. It's called yeah, it's a thing you put on your head and on your hand on a heart rate monitor, and it looks like, are you ready to train hard today, or like you can do conditioning but you can't do a lot of technique because you have bad focus today, stuff like that. Oh no, you're starting to get overtrained, you have to relax. So that was good. Like adjust your training after that a little bit. So that was cool.
Yeah, definitely. Now you said you went to Hard Knocks. How was it training over there? And is there a connection over there? Do you know people? Is that why you went?
No, I before this fight, I wanted to get to the US and do good sparring and training, like a part of my camp. And I didn't know anybody at Hard Knocks. I just heard of them. I knew a friend that had been there. It was like they are really professional and they're really nice. And of course, they have really good fighters like Usman and a lot of high level guys. So I'm like, I emailed Henry. He was like a little bit tough in the emails, like, yeah, we don't like people that train here and go everywhere and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm just the same. I don't like to switch gyms. I'm like, no, I want the same. If I like you guys, I want to be here and train in Sweden and US. And it felt really good. They were really friendly and really welcoming me, and it was good training as well. I liked it.
The rest of your camp, you're gonna spend at home in Sweden. What does your schedule look like? Until you fly out to Australia.
Well, exactly. I've done four hard weeks there, and it's like a couple of weeks back home. Now it's more focused on like tactics and like fine adjusting stuff for the fight, and I have two weeks of hard training left that I will do, and the rest is like not so hard, but I'll keep going, and it's more tactics. So like, how should I fight? Like, should focus more on this and that and stuff like that. The hard part is like done. It's still 2 weeks left, but it's okay. So yeah,
You must feel a lot better compared to your UFC debut, right? 1 week.
uh, yeah. It was like 1 week notice. I've been fighting 3 weeks before that fight, and I was fighting, and after the fight, I was like eating pizza, hamburgers, chilling, drinking. I do everything bad stuff. And I've done it for 2 weeks now. And 1 week before, they're like, man, you can fight. Like 1.5 week before the UFC, they're like, it's a possibility for you to fight there. I'm really, I didn't believe it. So I kept doing my stuff. And like 1 week left, they're like, man, you're gonna get a fight. I'm like, wow, shit. I was injured as well from the other fight. I got a cut on my my back head, my my uh, my leg was fucked up as well, and I was like, man, I think I can win this fight. I think I can win this. I think when I'm gonna knock him out. And I did 3 hard rounds, and I gave everything I had. UFC afterwards, they're like, man, you won the fight. A lot of people thought I won. It was close. It could have gone either way, and I was just happy to do it. You know, it was really fun. I think this time it will be a lot different. Feel a lot better shape, more focused, and the thing is, like, you get the UFC contract. Just to get it is like, whoa, man, you in the UFC, and to like, you have to be like, now it's not big for me now. I've been in the UFC now for a couple of months, so I know this, But at that part, it was like, you're in the UFC. Oh shit! You have to do this test, like 6 different doctors you have to meet. It was like crazy schedule. You have to drop weight, and like, oh, you have a fight as well. You're gonna fight this guy. You have to focus on that as well. It was a lot of stuff, but it was fun. It was a crazy week, and I will always remember it. It was nice.
Yeah, it must have been it was probably overwhelming, but a good experience to go through. So now moving forward, nothing will really startle you, as in preparations or even late notice.
No, no, exactly. And I just want the right, I just want an honest shot, Like, okay, now I'm new about this fight. I've done a proper camp, and I feel like I've done everything I can do, and it feels good, It feels good.
After your debut, did anything change in your mindset moving forward? Because that was your first loss in your pro career, but did you feel like it was your first loss, or what was the mind like, your mental state?
So, honestly, I didn't feel like I lost. I know I lost. I didn't feel like I won either.
Mhm.
It was like, it was a tough fight. I lost. It was not the best. What I know, I did some tactical errors in the fight, and that cost me the fight. And if I haven't done it, I would have won. But it was not much from the loss. I was not so heartbroken from it. I've lost in the past before. I was just happy to. I just wanted another chance. I want another UFC fight to show what I can do, because I believe in myself and I know I can reach the top. So I was like, I would just want another shot, and I will do properly the camp and everything, and focus, and a little bit change in the mental game. When you're in the UFC, you can change your life. And that was a little bit overwhelming for me. Like, man, I can win performance of tonight. I can do this. I can do this. So now everything's like sucked in, and I'm cool with it. So that's it.
I have to ask you about, when you weighed in and then all the pictures started coming up online and there's like, who is this guy? Who's the guy, the hairy guy, that's debuting at UFC Stockholm? Did you notice that was going on? The
Yeah.
online like exposure?
No, not really, but there's a lot of buzz creating my body here, But it's always been like that. Now it's like more on a global front, but
Yeah.
back home as well. Like, man, you see the guy fight, it was really good. Like, who? The hairy guy. Aha, you know. Yeah, well, it's fun, I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm proud of it. And I think everybody should be themselves, uh, because nowadays people like to they want to change themselves to fit in, and like, man, if you hear, a lot of people are hairy, but you don't
Mhm.
know this because they take away their hair. If everybody stays like this, it's still a lot of hair, but it's normal then, but now it's not normal because everybody likes shaves it. So I'm being a revolution. I'm the hairy guy's face out now.
Definitely, man. I like it, man. I like that you're being yourself. Now let's talk about your upcoming fight at UFC 243 in Australia. You're facing Jake Matthews. Give me some your thoughts on him.
He's a veteran in the UFC, of course. He's done a lot of fights. There was a hype on him before, and he's good. He's a home crowd, and good jiu-jitsu, explosive guy. I don't think he has the best hands, but he hit hard. He can hit you. I'm very excited for the fight. For me, it's a big opportunity. It's not like man, I'm scared of this guy. They're like, you're gonna face, you wanna face if fight Jake Matthews? I told my coach right away, but yeah, man, this is a good opportunity. I know I can beat him, and let's go. And he was like, yeah, man, let's go. So I feel like I have the tools for it. I know it's gonna be a hard fight, but I believe in myself, and now I feel like I've done the training, and it's just the fun part left. And I know I hit hard. I have good resting. I never give up. I have good cardio. I have good tools. And with a proper camp, I feel unstoppable. We'll see.
Yeah, and also you're gonna be fighting in a huge stadium. I think it's like 60,000. It could break the record. You could be part of history by fighting there. Does that excite you? Being part of something like that.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love the show. I always been like that. Was when I was an amateur fighting on pro shows. It was like, man, I always raise to the occasion. I like it. I like the show. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not. I do better. When it's a big show and it's like 6,000 people, probably they will boo against me as well. I don't care, man. It will be fun. It will be a fun experience. I look forward to it, and it's gonna be really cool, man. Nothing I have experienced before, but every UFC fight for me now will be like that. UFC Stockholm was also I am never experienced before. But I like it. I love it. I love it.
You're taking on a fighter in his backyard. What advantages do you see in that type of environment?
And like a lot of pressure on him. I'm a fighter that only have one UFC fight that I lost as well. I'm a nobody. He should like kill me. He's got a lot of pressure from everybody. Like, man, this is an easy fight for you. If he's smart, he knows that I'm not an easy fight. I think that, but I think a lot of people around him is like that, and that energy you're gonna get. So maybe he underestimate me a little bit, and the pressure is on him. But I don't know if we will get to him or not. I don't care if we fight like neutral ground. I beat him. We will fight there. I think I beat him as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe the pressure, but
In the main event of that show, it is Robert Whitaker versus Israel Adesanya. What is your breakdown of this fight? Because it's considered probably the biggest fight in Australian history.
yeah, I think it is. Should be. I like them both actually, but I like Whittaker more. I think he will come on top. I think he's a little bit more explosive. I think I read something that he was in a depression before, and now he's out of it. And I think you grow as a person from those certain things. And I always seen the first time I seen him fight in UFC, I was really impressed by him. Really good hands, slick and like that. Adesanya is good as well, but I think Whittaker he hits harder, and I think he will connect.
All right, one last thing before I let you go. You know, some fighters believe that they're, a fighter. Some fighters believe that they're martial artists. What do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself a fighter or a martial artist first?
Um, Man, tough question. I believe myself to be not a fighter, not a martial artist. I'm like myself, and I just like to compete. I'm a very competitive person, and I do it in everything. As you can compete with me in chess, in playing video games, everything. I want to win it all, and for me, it's like that. And this is the ultimate test. Two guys, like locked up, one is gonna win, and who's the better man. It doesn't care what you have done before or anything. It just came down to this point, and for me, is the ultimate competition. It's not about fighting. It's the ultimate competition and test, and to see who you are as a person, and that's what I'm about.
All right, well, you get to put yourself to the test October 5th,
Exactly.
UFC
Fun.
243, Melbourne, Australia. Thank you so much for the time and good luck on your future and the fight, man.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And guys, don't sleep on me. I promise. I will bring thunder to the cage. Believe me. Believe me.